everyone, it's Jess from Meyer Hatchery. Recently I received a question, what do I do if I can't find any oyster shells at my local feed store? Well, there's a couple options for you. First, make sure that your feed is a good layer feed. There's typically a good amount of calcium in there to help your hens when they're laying eggs. The other option is to look for supplements at your feed store. There's many supplements out there to help add a little boost of calcium into your hen's diet. Lastly, you actually have a renewable source of calcium in your flock. Eggshells! Now I know what you're thinking. I'm not feeding my flock eggshells. They're gonna start eating the eggs. No, we're going to crush up these eggshells. I've been feeding my flock their eggshells for years and I've had no problems, and many have had the same result. To feed your flock the eggshells is really easy. First, save your eggshells. I happen to do a lot of baking the last couple days, so I have a big bowl of eggshells. I clean my eggshells under some cold water and I gently rub the membrane that's in the inside of the egg and discard that. I find it easier to crush up my eggshells when that membrane is taken off. If you don't take the membrane off, it's kind of okay because as the eggs dry, the membrane dries up too. After the eggshells are all clean, I put them on a tray with some paper towels and I allow them to dry. Some people like to allow their eggshells to just dry on the counter. I like to pop them in the oven, especially after I've been baking. This batch I have here, I put in the oven at 200 degrees for about 15 minutes. Then I turn the oven off and just let them stay in there as the oven cooled off. After my eggshells are completely dry and clean, I break them up a little bit and I put them into my food processor. I'm going to pulse the eggshells until they're into small pieces. You don't want big pieces, but you also don't want powder, so there's kind of an in-between. Be careful when putting the eggshells in your food processor, as eggshells are abrasive. So I actually have a separate bowl that's a little bit older and a separate blade that I use for crushing up my eggshells. I pulse those eggshells a couple times till they're those perfect small size. Then I take my eggshells and I pour them into a mason jar to get them ready to take out to the flock. When I offer my chickens the eggshells, sometimes I'll sprinkle it into their feed, or I'll put a little container of the eggshells out and allow them to enjoy it free choice. Just a small side note, make sure you're only using eggs from your own flock, not eggs from the grocery store or your friend's flock. You could bring bacteria to your flock that your flock is not used to. Hopefully I've given you some inspiration on how to use the renewable, awesome resource in your flock and give those eggshells back to your chickens. If you have any questions, be sure to visit us at meyerhatchery.com. Do you crush up eggshells for your flock? Let us know in the comments below. Be sure, if you haven't already, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click that bell so you're the first to know every time a new video has been released. Thank you so much for watching.